Hello and welcome. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This will be the third episode in our Duke of Axum Let's Play. Where we last left off, we had just offered to join the Holy War for Nubia. We're on the defensive, so now it's an even battle. It's the three princes versus the kings, dukes, and apparently the Coptic Pope of Christodolos has offered to join as well. I'm still trying to figure out where he lives. Coptic Pope. He has a holding here in Alexandria. Where? I don't see it. It may be one of those holdings that's just, that is where he lives no matter what, and it's not actually represented on the map. But so we're hoping then that he'll stop going south and bring his army north. We can append ourselves to it. On our own, we would have likely lost without hiring mercenaries. We do have enough money for mercenaries, but thankfully him joining in is going to cause us to be able to win without spending all of our money on that. It does take a tremendous amount of time to travel down here. This is considered desert, and so it's very slow. It takes sometimes weeks or months just to travel from one county to the next. He's going to head through Kassala, which is here. We'll join him in Kassala, August 22nd, August 24th. Actually, we'll meet him in Haya. Haya! Right, so as long as he's continuing, we'll meet him there. So this war is very quick. If we hadn't joined in right when we did, we would have likely missed it. And it's only been about a year since the last time we went hunting. Now when his army gets here, I'm going to use this button here to add my army to his. Duke Obgai of Axum has inherited the barony of Adigrat. Where's that? Okay. So we've just inherited this barony. He must not have had chance to make any kids. In fact, his wife was pregnant, but she didn't yet give birth, so he lost his title. She is now just a random courtier, and we took the castle. So anytime there's land that doesn't have a place to go, there's no heir, it defaults back to the liege. I'm the liege, so I get it. We're still within our limit for the domain. So we'll hold on to it, and this actually does make it more valuable to consider doing things like the collect taxes or train troops, because we've got two holdings in one county. But I'm going to stick with the technology that I started off with, just because I spent a lot of time on that and I don't want to deal with it right now. Yes, so now we can click attach to always follow the army of Bishop Davis. Or not Davis, it was DeWitt. So we're just going to follow him around automatically, making this a much more powerful stack. 2,000 men to 1,300, we should hopefully win. I am still playing on the very hard difficulty setting, so we're probably going to see some combat that does not go my way. But hopefully, because the king of Abyssinia is leading the charge, we won't have to deal with the morale penalties, because it's technically AI versus AI. Yeah, 2,200 versus... and apparently there's a river here. Yep. How are we doing? Diadem Cripple. The new patriarch. Ooh, he's good. Look at that. He's a vassal of ours. Yes. Culture. Get me some learning. Teach us the ways. So we're on the attacking side. Looks like one flank's going down, but yeah, we're actually losing this engagement. Come on, you can win. Go, go, go. Push, push. Yes. Alright, that was a very close fight. And we're going to basically sit now and recapture the holdings that he's just taken. He's re-raising his levy. We could re-raise. In fact, we need to raise those because we got that extra castle. My wife is pregnant again, so despite the fact that we're off here at war, again, we've just managed to impregnate her from here to here. So that's fun. We also got a little bit of a boost in money because of that inheritance here. He must have had some money that we inherited. I didn't see quite how much. And since the way things have played out, we've got the king involved. I'm actually going to spend some money on holding upgrades because I don't think we're going to need mercenaries. So let's do that. Let's do... Now, normally I would hate to get light infantry because light infantry are just terrible. But light infantry is our cultural building. We get plus 15 infantry attack. So eventually, late in the game, if we survive late in the game, our infantry will be pretty strong. So I am willing to do this militia training ground. It also gives us the most men for the cost. And at this point in the game, it is really just a numbers game. So we'll do a militia training ground here and a militia training ground in the other holding as well. I'm very unlikely to get 500 gold. Yeah. So there's over 1,100 men here now, so I think that we're going to end up winning this war. And when this war goes the way that we want it, Nubia is actually going to get money from the prince, which will help destabilize this realm. And then also, hopefully Nubia will be able to upgrade some things and hire mercenaries and stay as a good barrier between us and the Fatimids. Meanwhile, let's see how this war's going. We can't actually see anything over there because it's too far away, but it looks like our young Emir here is Emir Nizam. He's winning. What happened to his father? Because he's 2. His dad must have died. He probably got wounded in combat, became incapable, and then died of it. That's not good. Hopefully he continues to win. Again, just because if he expands the realm that way, that gives us a buffer between the Fatimids and us. Now we could, actually we could not. It used to be the case that if you wanted to, you could just, our religion, Miaphysite, was considered a heresy of the Catholic religion. So one thing you could do when playing this way was you would, in the very beginning of the game, you would just renounce your heresy and rejoin the Catholic Church, and then you'd have the ability to call the Byzantines in. That was kind of silly to me, I think, just because you were, you're starting off as a heresy, but then you just immediately abandon it. Alright, so we've recaptured that. Positive war score. Time to go on the offensive. Months later, my army has finally managed to rejoin them. Get them attached as well. Alright, so Bawaro, second son. Now, because we're playing as a Christian, or we're not a Muslim of any kind, we actually have to deal with succession laws in a different way than before. While we were playing as a republic, you could just designate your heir, and it was always going to be the oldest person, and succession is actually very simple with a republic. Playing as this character, we would lose half of our titles. They'd go 50-50 between our 2 children. So we might want to change the Gavelkind succession law at some point. Not too worried about it right now, just because, and again, you shouldn't worry too much. If I were to die right now, we would play as Lua. Bawaro would inherit one of our counties, but both of them would have claims on each other's counties, so you can always take them back. It's just a little bit of maneuvering that you need to do. Looks like we're almost back to 0 prestige, so we'll stop having that penalty, which is good. Apparently he is defending. Oh, that's not good. So the entire Fatimid army is now assisting in the defense of this holy war. So no, this young man is very unlikely to win. He's still currently winning. No, he's not. 20% in favor of Emir Fadl of the Razid, so it's turned now. He's going to end up losing, giving tons of money away to this, and that's not going to go well. It's unfortunate. And we may need to release and re-raise. It's definitely not worth continuing to upset our vassals over 12 men, so let's just release those. And since we're defending, technically we're the defensive people. We don't really need to worry about being too aggressive. We can just sort of camp out here. But I can't release here because we're actually out of friendly territory. So I'm going to tell them to not follow, slowly make our way back into our own territory, release our men, re-raise our men, and then send them at full strength to contribute. Let's just do that so that goes away. It does take a huge amount of time to actually get all the way back, but it's going to be important. The next engagement, they're going to have more men, and we just need to be at full strength. We've also just finished our militia training grounds, so that will help. It'll boost up the levy quite substantially. And since they've both just finished, we also don't have very many men there. I am going to temporarily set my marshal to train troops. That'll give us, it does increase the size of the levy, but the reason I'm doing it is I'm hoping for this levy reinforcement event, and also the 90% increased levy reinforcement rate will very quickly help replenish that extra levy we're now able to raise. Got 200 light infantry there, and 200 light infantry there that we can possibly have. So we'll release those, and then let's wait until, let's say, April 1st. Just remember, your levy always increases on the 1st of the month. So if you're ever going to do anything, you want to wait until then. Still haven't really recovered any of the light infantry, but we could hire it out. We could basically get 900 men, and we're going to need them. We can't wait any longer. Hopefully he'll be wise and retreat. Doesn't look like he is. He's going to actually take that fight and lose. Yeah, he's going to lose this engagement, I think. It's too bad it takes so long to get there. Yeah, he is losing. But if we pile on men slowly, no, let's not. We're going to just rally the men here. Get them all together and then we'll engage. And meanwhile, let's see, can we get... We'll do the 2 palisades so that we can then do the militia training ground again. We are still winning the war as long as he holds these. Even though he's being sieged every month, he is gaining war score. So we can't let him actually succeed in sieging this. That's the event I was hoping for. Let's make sure we have some flank leaders appointed. Yeah, let's put him there, leading the center. Put that guy on the side. And do we have anyone who's patient? I'm patient. Where's me? Oh, I'm the Chancellor for our king, so I can't actually appoint myself. That's too bad. Patience is good because it increases defense. So let's see if we can find... Nope. Cruel will at least give us some moral damage. Let's do that. Okay, this will be a tough battle because of the difficulty settings, but... Oh, shoot. We got that river crossing. Is there no way to get there without crossing that river? There isn't. Damn. And I lost the patient trait. That sucks. Come on, good fortune. Why would you use the harass tactic? No! We're gonna lose. We're losing. Looks like he joined us, and we've lost. Damn it. And we're fleeing in the wrong direction. Shoot, shoot, shoot. We would lose half of our men if we left now. Compare that to... Your levy replenishes quicker if your men are not raised, so I'm trying to decide how quickly would they replenish in the time it takes them to get from here to here. And I think it's going to be worth it. I'm going to release them right now, so we can just start getting them back quicker. Okay, we've made our bishop like us a little bit better. That's this guy. Improved relations. Surprised at the lack of diplomacy that's available in the realm. And actually our domain needs to be smaller because we lost that patient trait. We lost some of our stats. Well, the war's still going in our favor. He's still racking up war score, 1.25% per month. This guy has retreated. He doesn't have enough men to actually to siege the castle. He needs 300, and he doesn't have that many. About 310. So even though we lost that fight, we did prevent him from sieging, so I'd consider that to be a win. We're also pretty quickly replenishing our levy. We're only at about half strength, but palisades will be done soon as well. The palisade increases your fort level, extra tax income, and a small increase to the levy. But more importantly, it enables the second tier of the militia training ground, which lets you get archers. Now, archers are very powerful in the skirmish phase. I think part of the reason why I'm not able to plot is because I took the content trait. That does limit your ability to plot. I can still declare war, but I can't, shoot, what is this? Where do these come from? Army of Captain Mahail, so apparently he hired mercenaries. If we check the mercenary screen, we can't actually see anything because we're not allowed to hire that band. Shoot. How much money does he have? Paying 66 gold a year for those mercenaries. He's got a lot of money though. He'll be able to afford them for quite a while. Starting to question whether it was the right move to spend my money or not. 135 gold, 8 gold a month. We would need to have probably safely 175 to 200 gold to be able to raise this military and actually use it in at least 1 or 2 fights. Hopefully the war doesn't end quickly. And even if we lose this war, we are not the aggressor or defender. We're just assisting, so we don't actually lose anything except for the men that we've contributed, which we can replenish. So I'm just trying to delay this aggression. He's about to lose the castle, which means that he's going to lose this positive 41% war score. It's going to swing quickly here in the opposite direction. Probably even go negative. Yep. So we've got to do something very soon, or this war is going to end. Shouldn't have done the palisades. Shoot. Especially because even if I raised my levy, even if it was full strength, we'd only have 1,300 men. That's not going to be enough to address that. How's our little 2-year-old doing? Well, he's now 5, and he is definitely losing this war. 67% in favor. So he's going to give up all of his war chest, all of his money. Darn. Ah, that's interesting. He's retreating. No, he's going to kill this. Okay, well I think that this, unfortunately this war is not going to end this episode. I'm going to have to see what we can scrape together as far as strategy goes in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.